Hello guys, Pet here. Welcome to a new video with my new setup, which I still don't enjoy, but at least I can film the desk now, so you can't really see my face, but see, I'm over here, look, a little bit of head. well, the actual head, not the head you're thinking of. Anyway, it's a new start of the year, which means that I need to show you the vinyls that I got in the year that just ended, 2019. And as you can see, I actually got 42 vinyls. This is wait, I still have this stupid cable from the microphone. This is one stack, right? And basically I have another stack like that. Those are the vinyls that I got in 2019. So as you can figure it out, this video is going to be a little bit long. This is the first vinyl that we are going to talk about, but before that, it's time to cheer. I'm drinking Brookman's gin with tonic and some lime. So cheers, guys. Good stuff. So anyway, let's start with the first. They are kind of in the order that they arrived, but not really. But kind of in the same area, but not exactly the days, right? Now the story with Home Alone, one of my favorite movies ever. I'm watching Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2 every year actually. Sometimes I'm kind of moving in between. Sometimes I watch the first one, sometimes I watch the second one. But yeah, it's a movie I enjoy a lot. So for me, this is kind of the true Christmas music, the John Williams soundtrack from Home Alone. I was like 2 years ago, I was like, do they have the soundtrack on vinyl? I need to check it out. And I found the soundtrack on vinyl, and of course it was sold out. And I actually emailed them, and they told me there are no plans for a repress. And last year in February, I'm like, let me check their website again. They mentioned that they have some kind of free shipping, and I was like, yeah, it's from Mondo. I was like, yeah, okay, let's try it out. And I see it in stock, and I ordered it in February 2019, and I only listened to it in December this year, last year 2019. The whole package is pretty cool. It's one of my favorite vinyls actually. You see it's yellow, but if I turn it like this, it's dark, so I can actually turn off the lights of the house, right? Not only that, but the vinyls themselves, one is green and the other one is red. And it's kind of straightforward. It's the music from Home Alone. I just noticed this. It's a little bit cracked. I mean, not cracked, but the seam is so over here. But it came from the States, and this one is red. It's still fine. I don't plan to sell my vinyl collection, so I'm not like a total freak when it comes to everything has to be perfect and so on. So anyway, this is Home Alone original soundtrack. When you open it, it's like this, beautiful, and of course this is the back. Okay, first one, it's out. 42 to go. Mitch Murder, Hardwire. It's an EP by Mitch Murder, one of my favorite synthwave artists. It's another glossy cover. I don't really like glossy covers because you can't really see the art, and the art is simply spectacular. It's kind of like a fast album that Mitch Murder put up together. It's not bad, of course. My favorite song is The Raid. From around minute 1, it really kicks in. It's kind of like a soundtrack. Music album. It comes out in purple, and no, don't worry, I won't pull out all it's actually purple with, like this. I won't pull out all the vinyls because it's going to be a pretty long video anyway, but whatever. I'm doing those videos for me so I can watch them later. And if you guys are here to join me, write in the comments below. It also comes out with this poster. So pretty cool work by Mitch Murder. Check out, listen to the third song, The Raid. That's the one that I'm recommending to you. Let's put this one back. It was released by Electronic Purification Records. And About Mitch Murder, one of my favorite albums from him, it's actually Current Events. It's an older album from him. It was my most played album for 2015, I believe, and 2016. So yeah, listen to that album too. Then we have a bar called Viniloteca in my town, and I was like, yeah, let's go there and drink a craft beer. And while I was looking at the albums that they have, they're usually a little bit more expensive than usual. If I order them from someone else, this was 130 lei. Well, it's not bad at all, but I'm not complaining, just mentioning it. And this album, I was actually just looking at it before I saw that they have it in stock, and I decided to just treat myself with it, and I bought it. Mr. Bungle is a really cool band. They have Patton at voice. Their bassist is also really good. And this song, I recommend you to try out. Pin Cigarette, it's a song that I've listened to it a lot while I was in college. And Retro Virgo is also a good song. Goodbye Sober Day has like a really cool drop about the middle of the song, so you can try it out. And those guys, I actually started to look on, record labels websites, and Music on Vinyl actually have a lot of vinyls that I want to have, and they are releasing them because this music came out in the 90s, it didn't came out on vinyl, so they are releasing them, and that's great. Next, it was my favorite band. Right now I'm kind of switching up, like in the past 2 years, my favorite artist was Mac DeMarco, but in the past, Pixies was my go-to band. I actually saw them live in 2010 in Ferrara, Italy. I actually went by myself in Italy to see them, and I saw this anniversary 30 years edition. It's with the Common Pilgrim, which is the EP, and it's Surfer Rosa, their first album. Each they have this cool design, and of course, it's on gold, and it's looking nice. The third disc is actually a live from 1986, I believe. Let's look in the back. I mean, it's not a gatefold. Everything is inside. The packaging is nice. Anyway, as I was saying, the third disc is actually a live from 1986, but it's not like a good live. It doesn't sound that well. Then I was looking on hhv.de. That's where I'm buying vinyls because they have really good shipping, and it's like a pretty big store, and I like to check them on. And shipping is like 15 euros by FedEx, so it's actually a courier, and it's 15 euros no matter how many vinyls you buy. I have like 200 euros order. Anyway, I have 2 albums from Boy Pablo. I was like, let's see what else is on HHV, and I saw, hey, Boy Pablo is on. My friend Vlad actually told me about Boy Pablo like 1 or 2 years ago, and I was like, hey, Boy Pablo is actually on vinyl, let's buy it out. And I bought, both albums, I believe this is called an EP, and this was actually an LP, but both albums, both recordings are basically like 20-25 minutes long. His songs are really short, but they are very danceable. He's from Chile, but he lives in Norway. He's like 19 or 20. I do recommend you to try out the song Every Time, Dance Dance Baby, and Your Phone. Actually, the whole album is really nice, very danceable, very enjoyable. But those songs are the video for this one, Every Time, is really cool. And Dance Dance Baby and Your Phone is there are 2 songs that I wrote down as songs that I would put in a club. And this one, Feeling Lonely, Sick Feeling are okay, and Losing You. But again, it's enjoyable, and they were pretty cheap too. I believe like 16 euros one of them. So yeah, I got both of them. Then the story with Snail Mail. You know that radio station KXCXP or something like that, they have live artists that are coming into their studio and they are recording. Sometimes I'm watching lives there, and I was like, hey, who's this pretty girl? And it was Snail Mail. And I found, hey, look, a new 3-piece indie rock band, and they have like a cool sound. I really enjoy them, and this is their EP. And the story is that whenever this was in stock, the LP wasn't in stock, which I will show you to you later. When and the other way around. I was like, okay, I'm just going to order this one, and then when the LP came out, I also made another order where I ordered the LP. And about this song, I do recommend you to listen to Thinning. It's cool. They also have a re-release of this album, and it has a colored cover, and it's they also have an extra song. Now the next album, it's actually a little bit of a sad story. Hearse, two-piece band from UK. They are not anymore. It's not that they are not like a band anymore. They actually died last year. It was like really sad story. They were touring in the US, and they were going on the highway with their car, and there was a drunk driver who was driving the other way around, and they had a full-on collision, and both of their managers and both of the band members and their manager are dead. And basically this is their IP. They also have an album which I don't have yet, but I'm happy that I got this one because this song has really a couple of good songs, but I like What Once Was. So look it out. Hearse, What Once Was. And there are also a couple of lives with them at some of those radio stations. Yeah, there were two guys. They were using a drum machine. There was a guy on bass and a guy on guitar. So yeah, cool stuff. The band, not what happened to them. Then we have El Huervo. Amazing cover. This is a cover also made by him. He's also an artist. He paints using watercolors, and I simply love watercolors and how the artwork looks. And check out his other work. You might know El Huervo from Hotline Miami soundtrack. He has a cool song called Daisuke there. But on this particular album, it's also on purple, I believe. Yep, it's I have the purple edition. This was, it got sold out, then it got repressed, and I decided to finally get it because I like, El Huervo. And they also have some kind of prints, which I forgot about actually. Let's look at the prints. Nice artwork. Beautiful. You can't really see it because it's glossy. This is why I hate glossiness when it comes to art. I'm not sure if it's cheaper to produce or what. But yeah, I have comic books that are with this type of paper, and I hate them so much. I can't really read it. But fabulous art by El Huervo. Now let's talk about the music. It's kind of like how to put it? It's not like really synth. I mean, it's kind of a combination of synth music with beats. Like just listen to All About You 2. That's the song I recommend to you. Listen to it. And I believe Rust is also an okay song. And the first song, Notation Campfire, is part of the soundtrack from how's the game called? SteamWorld Dig 2. That's where I knew it. It's also a very cool song. Like it sets you into the album. So yeah, El Huervo. Actually, how was the album called? I forgot how it's called. Anyway, then I was at the concert at Zaum. I'm kind of tired of let me get another sip of gin. I'm kind of tired of drone. I mean, they are drone more than they are stoner rock. I'm kind of tired of stoner rock, but they are kind of like a cool mixture. And I went to their concert, and after that, I kind of listened to some songs. I saw, okay, they sound nice. I'm going to go to the concert to a place called Reflector, which actually closed down. We don't have, concert rooms in my town anymore, and it annoys me to death. But anyway, I got the concert. I got the album. Looks cool. I actually got it signed by the band members. I was like, I'm usually not that shy anymore. But I was like, oh, let's try to get it signed. And I was like so shy when they came out. And they were so excited that they are like, to sign it up. And, it was nice to actually get it signed. I believe that the LP is yellow. So yeah, I'm trying to get all the colors when it comes to LPs. And this one is yellow. So yeah. About the song, I'm not sure what to tell you about the songs. Since it's drawn, they are kind of like, there are only 4 songs, and it's like a full 30 plus minutes album, where one song is like 10 minutes or so. So yeah, just try it out. Some of the songs. Zealot. Start with Zealot. So yeah, that was Zaum. Then Das Mortal, however you call it. I actually made the review on my website about his first album like 2 years ago. Actually, 2 years and a half. And he finally released his EP Hotline Miami 2. And I don't know, somehow I always had the impression that his music was in Hotline Miami because his EP was called Hotline Miami, but he doesn't have anything to do with Hotline Miami, at least from what I figured out. But it doesn't matter because he's actually cool. Like, try listening to the first song and tell me if you don't enjoy it. And then, of course, then The Killing, the third song, is also really good. And yeah, look, they also have a chiptune version. I haven't listened to it too much on vinyl, only on digital. I've been knowing this album from like 4 years or so. So now that it's on vinyl, I'm happy. Then this one has kind of like a little bit of a funny story. MC Bomber. It's P. Berg Battle Tape number 4. The story with MC Bomber is when I was working with some guys, some guy Elie. So hi to Elie. He gives me, he knows that I'm listening to weird music. He's also listening to weird music, and he gives me this guy, and he tells me, I listen to a song, and it's like the cool song. I like the song. It's basically, it's not the fourth. Which one is it? I kind of forgot. This one, Mir bitten nicht, featuring GGB. That's the song that I enjoy. I was like, hey, I don't really care about lyrics in general. I only care about the sound. And this one was really, really cool. I was like, yeah, it's how he raps. He has a pretty good flow. And the negatives is cool. I was like, yeah, I like it. He found out about him in a Skype banner. The Skype, the application, they have banners. And he found about him in a Skype banner. And he gave it to me, and I enjoyed him. And when I was doing an order last year, this album was 10 euros, and I was like, okay, I have to get it. And there are one other song that's really cool. I believe it might be this one. It might be the fourth one from this, I think. I have them noted down, but they are on a list. Anyway, then this was printed by Music on Vinyl, that label. Ananda Shankar is actually a guy that I found back in 2006 when I was, really looking into music. It is an album from 1970, which of course it was pressed right now. This is young. His name is Ananda. He's a young man from with a sitar and a dream in his name, peace and joy, whatever. I butchered the whole thing that I've read. It's I like sitar, and I like Indian music. Sometimes it depends on the music, but he managed to bring the sitar together with Western music. Like, 2 of his songs are actually Jumping Jack Flash and Light My Fire, and I do recommend you to try out those songs. But the whole album is pretty chill. Let's put it like that. It's pretty chill, as in you can just get it, listen to it. You can work if you are an IT guy or whatever, and it's not going to distract you or annoy you or whatever. It's really good to listen, to put it on the vinyl or digital, whatever, and listen to it. So yeah, basically this guy, he was young when he released this one. He has been dead for some years. Good stuff. Ananda Shankar with the album Ananda Shankar from 1970s. Then this one, Brown, Silent Silence. It was 10 euros. I was like, I'm feeling lucky. I want to buy something else, something that I don't know. And the cover took my attention. I listened to it. It was okay for 10 euros. I bought it, but I only listened to it like twice. Not that it's bad. I just moved into other stuff, and I don't really regret on buying it. It's pretty chill. I'm not sure how to categorize the music. It's like kind of electronic chill music. So yeah. Anyway, my favorite artist from 2017-2018, Mark DeMarco. I thought this was like a hair. You can't really see it, but it's not. It's part of the design. Anyway, He released a new album called I even forgot the name because I don't really enjoy the album. There are only like a couple of like 2 or 3 songs that are okay. This is the first album that Mac released without a label, and you can see that he didn't had any kind of supervision, or he's just chilling around. I saw an interview. I can't really get it out. Okay, I saw an interview with him, and he's like chilling out. He's like a true artist, doing the music that he enjoys, and that's fine. I'm not mad. Like how sometimes fans are mad that the new album sucks. He needs to go back to the roots. But if they are keeping the music on the same style, they're not innovating. I'm not. It's really, where are the track lists? There are no track lists over here. Anyway, let me actually look real fast while I actually get to 7 inches that I forgot about. Okay, so I triggered Google Home actually when I said that. Mac DeMarco new album. The new album is called Here Comes the Cowboy. Yeah, now I remember. And I'm not like the first song. People said like it's a boring song. It's an okay song. It's a good setup for the album. It's like a chill song. No, I don't remember if they have drums or whatever. But anyway, Nobody, the second song, is cool. On the Square is also cool. And kind of that is it. All of Our Yesterdays, I think it's also okay. But then they have this, from Finally Alone to Hey Cowgirl, all the songs are basically the same. Really, really boring songs. Anyway, that's all that I'm going to say. I don't really enjoy it that much, but I'm happy that Mac DeMarco exists. So yeah, I'm drinking gin. Next, VHA Dreams, the EP remastered. The quality of the it's not that sharp. I mean, it's okay. I'm not complaining or anything, but it's like he didn't had like a full resolution in Photoshop of his logo and was like, yeah, just print this. Cool song. The whole album is nice, especially side A. Side B, it's like 2 extra songs. Since it was an EP, he couldn't fill the whole thing. It's a re-release. It's an old EP that came from before the LP that I actually got in 2017. That's a cool album. I recommend you Sardino Nights to have a listen. It's actually a picture disc. It was really cheap. I believe like $20 including the shipping. So I was like, okay, I want to support the artist. This guy is a cool guy. I believe he's from Greece. So yeah, I got it. It's synthwave. The second album was also synthwave. The third album was more ambiental, and I didn't actually got it because it wasn't really that interesting for me. But yeah, this is VHA's Dreams, the EP remastered. Then this one is already coming over, but let's actually put it. I got this one in November, so they are really not in never mind. Molly Burch Christmas album. It was kind of unexpected. It got announced in October. I decided to just get it, and I just remember another 7-inch that I forgot to get. For some of you who don't know, I actually broke my shoulder this year, and it's hard to get my hand to get things. And anyway, this album was announced, and I like Molly Burch. She was also on Capture a Track like Mac DeMarco, and it drew my attention with the first album. I listened to the first album and I enjoyed it, and I bought it. I got the second album and I bought it, and 1 year later this album was announced. It's also really cheap, like $16 plus transport. It was something like $21, and I was like, yes, I'm going to buy it. I want to support the artist. It's the gold edition, which I'm not going to pull out. But the album is so. They do have Late Christmas. It's covers and stuff like that. I only listened to it twice, so I'm not going to be too hardcore on the album. Last Christmas is a nice take on the song Last Christmas, but I could have liked to have just Last Christmas without the cool take, because I could have used that song on a club or something. But I don't know. I I like to support artists to buy their music. And this year, the 7-inch also from Molly Birch was announced, and this one is also really cool. It was something like $12 with shipping included. Of course, that I'm going to buy it. Look how beautiful it is. And only one is actually a cool song. The second song is cool too. I don't really remember it right now, but it didn't draw my attention in a positive or negative way. But the first song was sounding really good. I was like, yeah, okay, let's buy it. And since we are talking about 7 inches, I do have two others that I want to talk about. This one is Mac DeMarco. Did I go this one this year or last year? Maybe I got this one last year. But if I think I might have got this one last year and I forgot that I got it and I already have it. But anyway, it looks cool, and it's kind of weird that they got this the classic hole. So I have to pull up that thing to play this. It's the original song by Hiromi Hosono, which is an artist that Mac DeMarco likes. It was an inspiration for him, so that's why he pulled this out. So it is Mac DeMarco interpretation of Honeymoon, and this is the original Honeymoon. Again, maybe I talked about this last year. I forgot. I don't care. And one thing that I also got this year is a new pickup player. I got it on my on my birthday on 16 December, and I love it. It's an Audio Technica ATLP 120X USB. Check it out on the internet. I wanted to show it to you in the video, but yeah, whatever. It's kind of the webcam mount is pretty fixed, and yeah, I don't want to move it. I was at VVVFV or V, yeah, it's weird logo. I forgot how they are called exactly, but I know the guys. I went to a concert with them, and this was like $5, and I was like, yeah, let's buy it. Not really 100% my type. It's very political, and I'm not really that political type of guy. But yeah, I like it. I like it because I don't really listen to the lyrics. so yeah, I like political stuff when I'm not listening to the lyrics. So again, music on vinyl, the same label. They released the Wannadies album called Yeah. I've listened to this album like a shitload of times, but well, the story with this album is that in 2004, I was finishing the 10th grade, and I had a tape, an actual cassette tape, from my friend Adi. One side was Pixies Trompe Le Monde, and the other side was the Wannadies Yeah, and that's how I found about them. And I'm not sure if you know the system or the Romanian school system, but if you don't have a passing grade by the end of the year, you have to come in summer and take an exam. If you fail that exam, you repeat the whole classroom. And the teacher was the GD. It was geometry descriptive. It's in Romanian. I'm not sure how to translate it in English. Whatever. It's like when you draw things in on the sides, and when you pop them up, whatever. I was like, yeah, okay, I know how to do those stuff. And I go there at the exam, and I don't know how to do shit. I only know the stuff from the first semester, but not the stuff from the second semester. And of course, he got me stuff from the second semester. And for 6 hours, I was convinced that I'm going to repeat the whole grade. It was completely stressful, but I listened to this album on repeat. So it's weird stuff, but I didn't repeat the class. That's the good part of the story. So anyway, long story short, there were more details I could have said, but nope. I'm going to stop there. It was pretty stressful, actually. It was unbelievably stressful. One of my worst decisions ever. The fact that I didn't got myself like, yeah, let's actually see what I have to do. So yeah, this album, I'm still listening to it occasionally. I'm happy that it's on vinyl. I actually listened to a friend of mine on repeat while we were chatting. We listened to the whole album for something like 30 times. I have no freaking idea, but it was a lot. And you know, when you listen to stuff way too many times, you kind of hate it. Like Metallica, the album from 91, I can't listen to that album anymore. With this album, I can listen to it yet again. It's beautiful pink. Look at this fucking color. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm not gay or anything. Not that, you know, pink is associated with gay, but that's a really, really cool color, and I'm not ashamed to say it, you know. So, about this album, more stuff. No Holiday. Try it. Try it. It has like a nice chill drop, almost at 60% of the song, where they really trip you into like another universe. In a way, I'm not sure how to describe it. You have to really listen to it so you know what I want to say, because I can't use words when I'm describing music. It's weird. Big Fan has like an incredible start to it. Very cool to put at parties if you want people to dance. Don't Like You, it's cool. Another song, Don't Like You, What the Hell Are We Supposed to Do? That's the full name of the song. The voice is a bit annoying on that song, but it's still okay. Then you have You, another cool song. Friend or Foe, another cool song. And the whole album actually is flawless. It's a really, really, really good album. And I do recommend you to try to listen to it. Let's actually put it back on the protecting cover. I'm usually not really protecting my vinyls or anything. I mean, I'm careful with them, but if they have like a cool cover, like this one is an okay cover, I'm going to use it. If not, I'm just going to throw the cover away, because sometimes those are like really crappy. Then at some point I decided to buy Toy Dolls. This is my favorite Toy Dolls album. It's called A Far Out Disc. It's an album from 82, I believe. 81, 82, something like that. I actually saw them live. They came to Timișoara, and it was one of the best concerts I saw. It was in 2017, and while I was at that concert, I was like, yeah, I know how to be happy. I know how to be happy again, because you know, from in the past years it's been like weird in some ways. And I was like, I don't know how to be happy anymore. Like, do I enjoy this? Am I enjoying this? Am I enjoying when I'm buying vinyls? I'm not sure. Like, you know. But then when I saw them, they were like really, and they actually, Toy Dolls, they sing since 78 or something. It's one of the first punk bands that come out, right? But they choose to have not a political approach, but more of a fun approach, right? And basically, you have Bless You and a box of handkerchiefs, and this song ends with some guy like vacuuming, and this guy making a voice like, hey, but it's making me sneeze. And then he sneezes, and he sneezes, and then the next song is like, bless you my son, and you have the song called Bless You My Son. It's a nice song. Bless You My Son is a really cool song. My Girlfriend Dead is a Vicar is a really cool song. Combat Jackie is a really cool song. Then you also have to listen to Nelly the Elephant is their most popular song. It's a really cool song. Go give those a listen. So yeah, Toy Dolls. Then we are going to go back with Snail Mail. This is the album, the album called Lush. She's I forgot her name. And this song I recommend you to listen to: Pristine, Speaking Terms, and Heatwave. Really cool songs from. It seems to be a little bit more refined than the EP. So I'm curious to see what they are going to get out in the future. Like she's like 20 or 21 right now. Live, she doesn't sound that good like in the album. She's kind of losing her voice, but she's still young, so she has time to learn. Now let's go into the new pile. I got an order of two from. Let me actually see their name. Where's the label? Black. This is the logo. I forgot what's the name of the Black Screen Records. Yes, Black Screen Records. They are releasing video game music on vinyl, and I got those two basically. The VT Original Sin. It's a nice game. I actually love the second one. I love the second one, and the music is by Borislav I forgot his full name, but it's a Bulgarian guy. He also made the music from Crisis and from King Knights of Honor, I believe. Yeah, Knights of Honor. It's a game made by Bulgarians back in 2004 or something like that. And I've been listening to that album for years. It was a really nice medieval kind of music. And he's kind of like a mixture of medieval and fantasy. And if you really want to listen to some songs, Divine's Lament, I believe it's okay. The Battle for Divinity. Yeah, go for the Battle for Divinity. Listen to that one. And then I saw this song. I haven't played the game. I only played the game for like 5 minutes. It's an interesting story game. But Valhalla, it's a cyberpunk bartending action. You are playing as a bartender, and people come to have a chat with you. And the music for that game is simply amazing. It's kind of like a mixture of electronic and jazz. Yeah, you heard it right. It's a 2 LP album, so you can open it like that. And actually, this one also opens. This is the art from the Divinity Original Sin. So yeah, from this album, I recommend you Welcome to Valhalla. It's like a kind of a nice introduction to the album. Neon District is my favorite song. Is the song that actually got my attention to the whole thing. So yeah, Neon District, look for that one and see how that song starts, and you will see what I mean. Then you also have Digital Love, I believe. Yeah, Digital Love. It has like a weird bass sound on how it starts. Again, try to listen to that and see what I mean. The whole album is cool, but I'm not going to go into too many details. By the way, this is the second pile. We are halfway through, 36 minutes into this. I told you it is going to be long. Now, this is not, again, they are not in, never mind. They are not in the order of purchase. This actually came like in December, at the beginning of December. Part-Time is my most listened band in 2019, and it's my new favorite band. It's basically this guy, David Loca, I believe. And I actually found about them some years ago, 2 years or something like that, 3. But I kind of started to come back to them and so on. And then I discovered a song, and then another song. I was like, hey, these guys are actually really cool. And the same happened with Mark DeMarco. I found one song, then another. And I was like, dude, this is awesome. Then I'm not going to buy this album. But then I found 2 songs that are awesome on that album. And I basically like everything from Mark DeMarco, except the last album, the story. But with Part-Time, I knew that the same thing is going to happen. I'm just going to enjoy and discover them one by one. And the story with this album, I'm so happy that I got it. They are numbered. I have 470. It actually came out from Netherlands. And I'm not sure if you can hear the music in the background right now. I put some music, at least for me, but I put it really low so you can hear my voice and not the music. Anyway. But they are Part-Time who are singing in the background. Listen to, while I tell you about Part-Time, listen to Part-Time Night Drive. Put that song on. So the story with the song, I was like, in November, I decided, let's buy Part-Time. I saw this album on HHV, and it sold out. And it didn't came out, and it's still not out to sell. It's pretty hard to find. I see like 6 or 5 sellers on Discogs. I buy from one. He cancels. He tells me it is not in stock. I see a website from UK that that's the other album. I will get to that album too. But basically, one guy canceled, and the guy sent it over, and it was all fine. Is this one? And then was another seller from Poland. Only 3 sellers, yes, and they all disappeared. I only saw like 2 copies pop up in the past 2 days or something like that, but it was really hard to get my hands on it. So yeah, they even some of their older albums, they are like super limited edition, and I really can't find them. So this is one of my treasures, that when I'm going to finally get my hands on some of the older vinyls, I'm going to be happy. On the good side, they have an album called Virgo's Maze. I actually talked with the label. I emailed labels, and I got talking with a guy from Burger Records, and he told me he's going to repress. Virgo's Maze is being repressed right now, and their latest album is going to come out later on LP. So anyway, Night Drive, staring at a gun. This is what I love about vinyl, because you put the vinyl on the pickup player, you mostly are looking forward to the song that you like, right? But then you start up to find other songs because you kind of hear them again and then again and then again. It's like, hey, that song is cool, because you are drawn to the song, and this is staring at the gun, right? Then on the second side, I Belong to You, another song that I found since I have this vinyl. I Belong to You is an amazing song. Time, and it's also an okay song. The only song that I kind of don't like that much is Funny Moods. But funny thing about this, I've read an interview with the guy, and it said that they kind of enjoyed themselves making that song on the spot. He enjoys the song. It's not a bad song. It's just drawing my attention towards the album in a different way than the others are drawing my attention, basically, right? Then you also have Seashells, which is an amazing song, last song from the album. Good way to end the album. Give those songs a listen. So yeah, I'm very happy. I think this is my happiest purchase from the last year. So yeah. Now another purchase from November. It's Gorillaz Plastic Beach. It's an album that I've been listening since 2010. It's full of features, other artists that are joining to help out the album. But the album sounds really cool. It's also Gorillaz is a pretty famous band, and it's something that if you put at parties, people are going to enjoy. But check this out. Listen to Empire Ants. Like, give it a proper listen. But check out what happens at 50% of the song. The whole song changes, and the bass line and the drums, listen, they go amazing. And this is why I mostly wanted this album. Then about this album, White Flag, Welcome to the World of the Plastic Beach, Stylo is really cool. On Melancholy Hill, Some Kind of Nature, all amazing songs. Those are the songs that I recommend you to listen. Then we go to Part-Time yet again. I was at some point, I'm not going to buy this. This album is very lo-fi. It's part of their demo songs, right? And I still have to drink my gin. But then I was like, yeah, I do want to buy it because I'm not going to find it anymore. And I will regret it if I'm not going to buy it. And guess what? I found some really cool songs just by buying the vinyl and having a listen to it. So yeah, on this song, let me see. Sometimes I'm mean, sometimes I'm cruel. I kind of forgot their names because I only... Which one is the... Anyway, give this one a listen. I kind of forgot. I don't remember the exact names because they are kind of saved, and I kind of repeat them. Anyway, sometimes I'm cruel, sometimes I'm mean, sometimes I'm cruel. Cool song. Then a repress of Pearl Jam album 10, a cool band with some cool songs. It was like 70 lei, $16. It was from Cărturești. I was there. Only commercial music I found there. Only commercial music. The same shit over and over again. But this one was cool and I decided to buy it. Basically, listen to Alive and Black and tell me what you think. Then, check this out. check out the cover. I saw the cover and I clicked because of the cat, and then I listened to them and I enjoyed them and I actually bought them. And this wasn't even new, but it was priced as full price, like 20 euros, and I bought it anyway. I mean, it's in perfect condition, so I'm not bad. I'm not mad. I am bad. So listen to Boyfriend, Crazy for You, and Happy. Really cool songs. They work really well at a party because they are high tempo. It's female fronted and they are from the Best Coast. California, I believe that's how the coast is called. Yeah, so since I was also ordering stuff from Best Coast, I also decided to buy. Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Best Coast. This was I think this was one's new. But anyway, same story. Listen to this lonely morning, cool song. Haven't listened too much in detail to those to this one, but this lonely morning is a cool song. Everything is cool. I'm overusing this word cool to a point that it's starting to lose its meaning. So I should call it Blana or Blanao or something like that. One of the original synthwave albums. It's called Turbulence from Miami Nights '84. I'm very happy that it came on vinyl. It's actually getting repressed right now to the second edition because it was sold out pretty fast. Best song is Ocean Drive. Give it a listen and tell me what you think. Actually, when I made an order, but I'm not going to. Never mind. It's under the vinyls. It came with a coaster from Electronic Purification Records. This is the logo. And what I got was this edition. What a beauty! Cool album. But the third song is like the best song. Me and George bought this album together. That's also the song that he likes. So yeah. The next two albums are. Oops. Ooh. Okay, it's still fine. It didn't broke. The next two albums are this one and this one. Varsovia. There are some French guys and they came out to sing in Manufactura in Timișoara. Georgia actually got the band to come. And the guys were cool and I actually talked with them, and since they were French, I told them that, hey, they asked for my name, and I was like, people call me Pet, but Pet in French, it means, like I've been told it's nasty. And, and they basically told me they wrote about that. But they were cool. We actually went out drinking that night. And I'm going to recommend you a song. I haven't listened too much in detail. I mean, the concert was great. Don't get me wrong. Now I'm going to. Oh, I remember now. It was actually really annoying to get it into the sleeve. You see, it is one of those sleeves that are really, really annoying because you can't really get it in. It's nasty when you can't get stuff in, if you know what I mean. You have to be careful. And you slide it on nicely like this. Beautiful. On this song actually has a cool song. It's the fourth one. Lydia Lidvak. Listen to that one. This one was also signed. They were pretty cheap albums. And, it's nice to buy them from the bands. Then this band. This is a Romanian band called Vița de Vie. Their first album, it was the 20-year anniversary. And I was like, yep. Limited edition. I have number 170. They are numbered. This is also supposed to be signed, but they are not signed. I also decided to, support the band. It was more expensive than the vinyl that I got from the States because the album was 100 lei and the transport was 25 lei, and they emailed it into a simply plastic bag with bubbles. But it came out okay, so it was very lucky. It has this really nice green color. Simply fabulous. And the song that I'm recommending to you is called the first one, Bascoci cu Toba Mare. Classic. You can't go wrong with that song. Now, those two albums, they were really, really expensive. Guess what are they? What? And this is I believe this is the first album from 2012, and this is the second album from 2014. I was able to get both of them. It's basically Trust /ST. That's how it was spelled at some point. This album has a song called Capital, the fourth song. Listen to it. This song is more special. I enjoy it more. It has more songs that are simply amazing, and they don't have the list over here, so let's go fast on Wikipedia and listen to it. So It's weird because I have to. Okay, trust. Found it. He also released two new albums, part one and part two last year. One of them has a cool song. Didn't got them. So track listing. Here it is. Shroom is cool. Dress for Space is cool. It's the second song. Bulb Form is the third song, which is cool. Then listen to the sixth song called Glory Hole. Then listen to FTF, the eighth song. And then the last song, Sulk, is the song that got me into this band. Sulk is an amazing song. Start with that one. Then I was at a concert at those guys called Bry, which I also got signed by the girl and some other band member. She's the girl. It's an EP. I kind of hoped that they would come with the album because the album has a cool song. A cool song. I've been using that word so many times. Complicated. It's nice. It's kind of like a post-punkish with a female female fronted, and she has like a nice voice, like a bit down voice. So yeah, try that out. Oh my god, now those are also some of my there are some of my favorite albums from last year. I mean, this one actually came out last year and it's nice. It was easy to get them. They came out from the States, but it wasn't hard to get them, but they are good albums. And I first found about Drab Majesty with this song, The Foyer. Listen to The Foyer. And how to put it? It's a little bit of mixture of synth rock with goth style stuff. Really nice. And from the second album, which I actually got, this was maybe a repress. It's not really that high quality as the packaging is, but this one, it's not shiny. I mean, you can see the light bouncing off the material, but it's not shining. It's really nice. The whole thing is really nice. It's lovely. And check out the inside. You can see the lyrics there. And check out this smoked. Beautiful. And about this album, I recommend you to try out the other side, the second song. Or was it the third? I believe it's the second song, The Other Side. And then Oxytocin. Amazing songs from Drab Majesty. And from this album, as I've said, The Foyer. The Foyer is nice. Now, about those guys. The Garden. It's kind of like there are two. You can see them here. Those two guys are two twins. One is guitar or bass. One is bass. One is drums. And they have like the whole stuff that they have. It's pretty weird. Some of the stuff are like songs that are 1 minute, 130 seconds. This one feels more like an album. I first listened to them with the song No Destination. That's nice. But then while I was listening to the album, I noticed Good News. It's a bit annoying because they are using the sound of a phone. It's ringing. But if you go past that, you can see that it's a very, very jumpy and danceable song. And from the first part, listen to Make a Wish. Look on how that album, that song starts. Really, really cool. Now, since it was my birthday in December, 16 December, Luci, which is a new colleague and soon ex-colleague, decided to give those two things to me. So this is Aoleo Miorița. It's from it's a theater, basically, but I mean it's from a theater play. But that's the music. I don't know the play at all. I only listen to the album, which is not. It doesn't have voice. It's very conceptual, and it's actually it sounds really, really good. Soulflower on guitar. It's actually the guitarist from Negura Bunget and from Dor de Duh. And House, it's a very popular band from Timișoara, punk band from Timișoara. And check this out. Luci is actually the one that made those. And I really like the concept and the way it went. It's made, the cover, it's made of reused old vinyl albums. And it's actually, what's interesting because it creates like a really nice uniqueness to the whole thing, right? Because I got George Turda, right? And I saw on a Facebook group where I'm sometimes posting stuff. It's a group where you post stuff that you buy, and people get inspired, so they buy other stuff. There was a guy that also got this album, and he actually asked me. I forgot who said. I think he said that he had Furdu Yanku, which is another artist, and was like, no, I don't have Furdu Yanku, I have George Turda. So by doing this recycled stuff, they created some kind of like a really nice, unique stuff. Mine is side. It's no, they are numbered, but mine says "Happy Birthday, Pat." Basically, I forgot how he told me. They look like what's the name of karaoke in English? Man, I need to expand my vocabulary. It can't go like that, like a marker, right? But they had like a stance where you put the thing and then next, but it's like hand drawn by him, right? In a way. So yeah, really, really cool stuff. When the way you in a way you create art by making weird things go together, right? So yeah, if you want to listen to a song, try out Kwae Kwae, which means testicles or balls, depends if you want to be. And this is kind of it. We are at the end. Oh my god, we are at the end. But I ordered those two in December and they only arrived right now, so I'm going to include those in the next year, right? But since they are here, I want to show them to you. While I was shopping for part-time Spell number 6, that's how the album is called. An amazing album, actually. I ordered it from an indie website from UK. They canceled the order and they told me they don't have it in stock. And I was like, shit, because it was limited indie edition, which also had a 7-inch. So anyway, I bought it from actual Burger Records from US. It's orange. Oh my god! Like check this out. Check this. I have to show this to you. Check this out. Oh my freaking god! Look how beautiful this is. It's freaking amazing. And if you are to talk about the songs, Hide, I Can Treat You Better is featuring Ariel Pink. And then try out It's Alright With Me. Try out those 3 songs. So yeah, I'm still happy that I managed to get the album. But this one is a really nice find. It's called Mexican City Blondes. Again, it was sale. It was holiday sale or something like that on Burger Records. So one vinyl was $12, and I can't say no to a good offer. So I bought 2 vinyls, but I didn't know exactly what. They had some The Garden, not this album, but other stuff. But they were too weird to buy. I was like, man, this is a really nice cover. Let's listen to a song. And when you put a song and then you skip through it, Adio, it's a really good song. Check out how that song starts. And then, when you get the album, as I've said, you are kind of enjoying it. And then other songs pop up and you are like, oh yeah, this song all night. This one is good. But anyway, this is it for today, guys. Almost 1 hour of me talking. Oh my god. Almost 1 hour of me talking about music. We made it, guys. We made it. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you watched until the end, hopefully you found some cool music to listen to. The reason why I buy vinyls is because I like to have music on to support the artist. I don't want to sound like pretension. I'm buying the music for myself, but it's nice to know that when you buy something, you are also supporting the artist. You have art to hang on your walls if you want, because the covers get more important. And when you actually put a vinyl and you listen to it, you find about other songs that you maybe have skipped before. And my mission to always find new bands and try to support new bands, because I'm sick of I have my guilty pleasures, you know, music that I've talked over, that I've listened in the past, like Death, Sepultura, Infectious Grooves, whatever, Pixies. But some of them are way past their peak. Some of them are dead. Some of them don't sing anymore. So why remain in the past when there are other artists that need your support right now? So again, thank you guys for watching. See you soon. Goodbye.